I'm the old-timey movie reviewer, and today I'll be doing a top 5 list. Why top 5? Because I'm too lazy to do a top 10 list. So here is, what in my opinion is, the top 5 coolest names I've ever heard in an audio-visual medium. Number 5. Wilberforce Claiborne Humphreys.
Mr. Wilberforce Claiborne Humphreys.
Wilberforce Claiborne Humphreys. The possibly gay, possibly bi, possibly just a mama's boy, menwear sales assistant from the BBC comedy Are You Being Served? Number 4. Linkara. Linkara, the man who reviews comic books atop the fourth wall at thatguywiththeglasses.com. Number 3. Agamemnon Busmalis. Agamemnon Busmalis, the old man who on multiple occasions tries to dig out of jail in the HBO TV show Oz. Number 2. Zap Rousdower.
Zap Rousdower, the overweight, hockey-haired, gun-toting hero of the Canadian film Final Sacrifice, made famous by Mystery Science Theater 3000. And number 1. Balljack. Balljack, one of the criminals from the movie Yellowstone. What? You've never heard of him? Or the movie? Well, I guess I'll have to tell you. And yes, the top 5 list was just a lame segue into my movie review. So here it is, the movie Yellowstone. The movie's about a forest ranger named Dick Sherwood and, the Colombian coffee mascot in an earlier role.
You know, like you feel when you just come out of chloroform?
What's up with his voice? No wonder he never talks in the ads. And his name is Payday. Gee, what's next? A character named Summer Vacation or 3-Day Weekend? If I ever do a top 5 lamest names list, he'll be number 1. Payday. They work at Yellowstone National Park, hence the name of the movie. And because it's the opening of a movie, the main white guy meets a girl and they fall in love. No, not the old lady, the other one. Yes, her.
Sorry, Miss Foster, but you're breaking one of our most stringent rules.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Maybe there's something else I can do for you.
Wait, you can't pick the flowers, but it's okay to litter? So as Dick Sherwood and Ruth Foster start to fall in love, it's revealed that Ruth is going to meet her father, Anderson.
Stop calling me Anderson.
Whoa! Sorry. It's revealed that Ruth's going to meet her father, James Foster, for the first time. Just like Anne Carrington in Topper Returns. But don't worry, unlike that movie, he is a real father. But why has he been away for the last 18 years of her life? She thinks he's been traveling the world making his fortune. And I'm kind of pissed she's okay with that. Especially since her mom died 5 years ago, and he never visited her. Oh, plot convenience. I think plot convenience has daddy issues.
Shut up.
Who's your daddy?
You are.
The actual reason he's been gone for the last 18 years is because he's been in jail for robbery. See, he and 2 others robbed a bank 18 years ago, and he ended up hiding the money in Yellowstone National Park before he got caught. So now that he's out, he's come back to Yellowstone to retrieve the money before he visits his daughter. But she decided instead to come meet him at Yellowstone. So basically the movie's full of people going after the money. There's Marty Ryan, the son of one of the 3 robbers, who died trying to evade the cops 18 years ago. There's John Hardigan, a detective who's been looking for the money for the last 5 years, who is now being paid to find it by the bank itself. And then there's Franklin Ross, a friendly, polite man who's been coming here so long, he shows the bellboys where his room is. And it is Franklin Ross who is secretly the 3rd bank robber, Balljack. But no one's ever able to recognize him due to his passive demeanor, glasses, and hat. And this predates Superman. Hey Jerry, I just saw the most amazing movie ever! Oh yeah, sister? What was it called? Yellowstone! It had this guy in it who disguises himself with a hat and glasses and acts all lame so that no one can tell that he's actually the tough-ass villain. It was awesome! With this idea, and the alien idea we had earlier, plus your homoerotic costume ideas, I think we could put them all together and really make something super! Man, that is lame. So after a big campfire party where a lot of backstory about the robbers is told, Mr. Anderson...
Stop calling me Anderson.
Sorry. Mr. Foster heads out to retrieve his money, and then the movie jumps ahead like a record skipping. And suddenly, Mr. Foster pops up out of a geyser dead. Although Anderson...
Stop calling me Anderson.
Jeepers, this guy's annoying even from the grave. Although Foster had been shot, the actual cause of death was...
This man was frozen to death.
Ooh, chilling. The Rangers start to investigate the death, and for some reason the leader of the Rangers lets a private detective take over the investigation, not thinking the detective could be the guilty party. Oh, and, he is. So everyone's interrogated, and suspicion soon falls on Dick Sherwood, because he was the last person to see Foster.
Stop calling me Anderson.
I didn't say Anderson! Because he was the last to see Foster alive, and because he had fired a shot with his gun. Sherwood says he can explain the shot, but his boss doesn't want to hear the evidence that could exonerate him. Instead, he just wants to assume he's guilty. Jeepers, it's like Cosmo Jones all over again. So then a Congo line occurs as Sherwood follows Ruth, who's following Ryan, who's following Ross, who's secretly Ball Jack. As Ryan approaches Ball Jack notices him coming up and puts on his disguise. Then Ryan pulls a gun on him and tells him to get up. And then Ball Jack says one of the oddest and most effective lines I've ever heard to get out of doing something.
On your feet up against that wall.
I'd be delighted to oblige you, my good man, but unfortunately I'm frozen to the ground.
Oh, yeah? Well, we can fix that, too.
Get back, I can't stand.
Wow, that's a brilliant and effective tactical maneuver.
Brilliant.
Aren't you dead?
Yeah, so?
Anyway, that's a brilliant tactical maneuver. I gotta try that.
Caleb, could you take out the garbage?
I'd be delighted to oblige you, but unfortunately I'm frozen to the ground.
Cut the crap. Just take out the garbage.
I guess it's only something Ball Jack can get away with. So meeting up outside the cave, Sherwood and Ruth enter the cave together, and find Ryan dead on the ground near the entrance, and Ball Jack further back in the cave,
Frozen to death.
by some sort of geyser eruption. Which is really odd, because before the jump cut, Ball Jack was closest to the entrance, and Ryan was against the stalagmite. Must be a jump cut shake-up. They then find the money as Hartigan arrives, and not knowing that he's the villain, they explain how Sherwood isn't guilty, and how it was the others. And of course, Hartigan believes them, because he knows he's the guilty party. And then he proceeds to say a lot of things that should tip them off to his guilt. I'm guilty, guilty, guilty. I did it. Me. But Sherwood doesn't clue in, and turns his back on Hartigan, giving Hartigan the perfect chance to turn a gun on them. He then gets prepared to kill them, but before he can shoot, the geyser erupts and freezes him to death. The couple escapes, unharmed by the bullets Hartigan fires as he dies, and unfrozen by the geyser that gets Hartigan. You two are lucky. If you weren't the main characters, you'd be dead. Main characters equal unstoppable. So that's it. Now for a moment of silence for Ball Jack, the only competent person in this movie, who only died because of a plot-convenient geyser. Ball Jack, you wore a brilliant disguise. Ball Jack, you played it calm and wise. You even asked for a lawyer when they questioned you. Ball Jack, why did you have to die? Ball Jack, I really need to know why. Was it for plot convenience sake that you had to die? Ball Jack, they didn't even show your last breath. Ball Jack, with an act of God they froze you to death. Why do these old movies always have to convey that crime just doesn't pay? Ball Jack, you know that you were the man.
I'd be delighted to oblige you, my good man, but unfortunately I'm frozen to the ground.
Oh, yeah? Well, we can fix that, too.
Get back, I can't stand.
Wait a minute, Ross. Don't shoot. I'll get out. It's all yours.
Yellow, huh? Just like your father. He was afraid of me, too.
Who are you?
I noticed my name wasn't on your top 5 list. 'Cause your name sucks, Jeezer Jorge. You can be on my top 5 worst name list. What number? 2.